All right, let's begin section 1.2, using multimedia links to enhance writing. Now, multimedia links work best if you're publishing to the internet, which you can do these days. You know, there's a lot of sites that pay for good writing. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for an essay that you would have to print out and turn in a physical hard copy of, because you can't click a link on a piece of paper. So while this particular essay isn't one you'll turn in, this thought process is one that you'll need to understand to write the essays that are here in number 2 and here in number 6. What I want you to take away most from this is that when you go to write your essay, you don't just start writing the essay, right? You have to do the research first, and then develop your ideas, develop the outline, and then write from the outline. And doing all that in that order makes for a much stronger, much better essay. So this one, we're looking at, I think what I want to take from this is the brainstorming tree that they've got going. So we're talking about pre-writing. The first stage is always pre-writing. And they're saying, for this example, that they're doing something about food. A video or something about explain a recipe that has a special meaning to your family or culture. For example, describing the recipe's history, providing information about the ingredients. So they say you start with food, right? That's the dead center of it, food. And then what do you think of when you think of food? You think of food service and restaurants. You think of the sensory appeal, right? As in taste, texture, smell, sound. And then they even went one step further on sound. They said sizzle and pop. You like, when you're cooking meat, you like the sizzle and the pop of it. Let's see, you're also thinking about recipes. You think about nutrition, healthy eating, healthy fast food. Is there such thing as healthy fast food? Fast food, food ads, meal kits. Cost type and popular meal kits, you know, like Blue Apron. They mail you little meal kits with instructions on how to cook it. Recipes are family recipes, there are cultural recipes. These are all the things this person is thinking about with food. And they got to follow one of these rabbit holes down deeper to figure out what they're going to write about. See, after brainstorming, it's time to narrow your topic. And that means get more specific. The more specific, the better, because it's easier to find sources, and it makes your writing more focused and more sensible. If I were to write a 500-word essay on the concept of food, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. You would just be like, yeah, it's food. We eat food. That's just a thing we do. But if I wrote a 500-word essay on this broccoli chicken cheese casserole I make and why I love to make it so much, and the way my family reacts when I make it and bring it to Thanksgiving, stuff like that. Now there's an image in your head, you know, there's stuff to care about, there's a bit of a story to tell. The more specific, the better. Okay, example thesis statement. The salad choices at fast food restaurants can be healthy meal options, but only if people pay careful attention to the toppings and dressings. Reflect and respond. Okay, pre-writing steps. Brainstorm ideas related to your topic. Study your brainstorm to narrow your topic and conduct initial research. So initial research is just you start Googling stuff and seeing if it pulls up anything good, or if every time you Google this phrase it pulls up stuff that has nothing to do with anything you're trying to say. If you can't find anything to back it up, then you got to find a different topic. And finish by writing a thesis statement. If you need to, go back and review the details of the assignment before you begin. Alright, up here in researching, there's an important thing. Creative Commons licenses. What is a Creative Commons? Okay, so anytime a creator makes something, like a video on YouTube, a song, a book, a movie, they own that, right? And you can't just use it for yourself because they own that. You could quote from it, of course, but if you're talking about using multimedia links or using pictures, you can't just use somebody else's pictures. You have to pay for those pictures, unless it's part of the Creative Commons. Creative Commons is a collection of videos and pictures and different works of art that people have made available to everyone for free, depending on whether you use them correctly. So look at this. These licenses explain to users how the creators would like their work to be used and credited. Here are the 6 different kinds from least restrictive to most restrictive. Least restrictive is attribution, CC BY. So basically you have a picture and underneath it it would say by John Swoboda. Picture by John Swoboda. And that's it. Attribution share alike. Attribution no derivatives, meaning you can't change it at all. You have to use the original. You can't Photoshop it. You can't edit it. Attribution non-commercial. You cannot make a profit off of it. Attribution non-commercial share alike. I don't know what share alike means. Do they define it? They don't. Attribution non-commercial no derivatives. So that means you can't use it for profit. Non-commercial all means you can't use it for profit. No derivatives means you can't change it. I don't know what share alike means. Okay, check this out. Here's the Creative Commons website. I will look for casserole. And now I got some cool photos. See? Some are better quality than others. Let's see here. Anybody have a broccoli casserole? You have broccoli. This I might use. No, none of those. I might, if I were doing it, I'd probably just make one and take a picture of it, but you know what I'm saying. I would use this. This picture here is good. What if I put in students? Kid looking at a slide. College student on a laptop. Celebrating student success. Yay! Yay! Students on a campus. That actually looks like my old campus. Southeastern. That's cool. I guess a lot of campuses just look similar. Red brick buildings and all that. So anyway, any of these pictures you are free to use in your own work. That's the point of that website. Also, Wikimedia Commons does the same thing. There we go. Picture of the day. That's pretty cool. A bunch of drill bits in fine focus. That's pretty cool. All right. Enough of getting distracted by pictures. Let's move on. Citing your sources. I'll probably do an entire video on citing sources, I think, because the MLA formatting and style guide can be kind of hard to understand. Either that or I'll just... No, I'll do it. I'll do it. Formatting thing. Here's another version of an outline. Introduction, attention-grabbing hook, introduction to the topic, thesis statement. This one has 4 body paragraphs and a conclusion, and then a multimedia element at the end. Okay. Let's look here. Drafting. What is drafting? Drafting is writing. We want you to stop thinking of writing as a single act where you just write for an hour and then you're done and you never touch it again and you stop thinking about it. And more like a process. an ongoing process where you keep improving it. So you start with your pre-writing, and then you move to your outlining, and then you write or you draft, and it's your first draft. And then you put it down, you leave it alone for a little bit. You kind of forget what you wrote a little bit. You come back the next day, the next 2 days, something like that. You look at it again, and now you can read it with fresh eyes and go, oh, okay, this paragraph isn't very strong. Let me rewrite this sentence. Or let me take out this word and add a different word. You can do the proofreading then. You can find your grammatical errors. You could also give your paper to somebody else and have them read it out loud to you. That's always actually a really good idea, because hearing it read out loud, you will hear where the sentence doesn't make sense or it's constructed badly. Stuff like that. What else do we have? Using in-text citation. Yeah, I'm going to do a whole video on how to write an essay with MLA citations. Okay, so I'll come back to that later. I'll put it into all the Englishes. Flashcards. Pre-writing comes before writing. Brainstorming is part of pre-writing. Claim, we know always what a claim is. Research, you know what research is. Creative Commons license, a free copyright license that allows a person to freely use another's work. Outlining and drafting. Drafting is writing. The step in the writing, third step in the writing process, writing a rough version of your essay. First draft, second draft, third draft, done. Although I don't think anybody's ever going to write 3 drafts before they turn it in. Nobody's that diligent. Are they? Alright, I'll see you in 1.3.